It's not surprising that most people will buy a used engine to replace the current one in their vehicle that probably have failed, only to find out the engine they purchased, be it the foreign use or Nigerian use or whatever, as long as it's used, only to find out the engine probably is in a worse condition than the one they are replacing, or is almost on this last, or I would say last leg, or about to maybe has done 2 million kilometer mileage. No, but the engine is almost failing. Probably might look new, but only to find out 2 weeks, few months later, the engine will be worse than, or go back to how the previous one was behaving, even when the owner must have done everything by the book after he put that engine to make sure the engine stay unabused. There was this group, is a group, an online group of Peugeot V6 users, specifically for Peugeot V6 users. So this guy there wanted to make inquiry and about the thermostat, where you can find one. And one guy chipped in there and said, for this V6 engine, you don't need a thermostat. And I was like, this must be a joke. He said, no, I mean, he has been using his and they didn't even have any thermostat. This is a white person, a white guy in a white country. This is not like a black man, Like sometimes you think there's something wrong with black men when it comes to car maintenance, especially in this continent called Africa. But then when you look at some of the engines that people buy for directly imported from these uh, Western countries, and only to find that these engines were also abused as just like the ones they abuse over here in Africa. So he was insisting that these engines don't need thermostat. And I was like, why would you say that? Probably because you just use one, you are using one engine, or probably because you think it's serving your engine well. Of course, eventually, what was his response? I think it was from one of these Latin Americans, or I've forgotten which country, or one of the Eastern European countries. I've forgotten which country, but it's not from Africa for sure. Not even from the East. So, I mean, it's not just peculiar to the black man or African countries, or specifically Nigeria, the way and manner people abuse their cooling system. This particular one you are looking at on the screen was thermostat, engine cooling system thermostat removed from a client's EW10J4 engine. He wanted to change the old fluid in the engine cooling system and put a fresh fluid coolant he purchased. I even helped him make the purchase. Only for this mechanic that was doing the job for him now told him, since you are putting this fresh new coolant in the system, it's better you remove and run the car without thermostat. Reason being, according to the mechanic, that once you put a coolant, the car starts overheating. He was that confused that he had to call me to find out if this is true, but because it wasn't any kind, you look at it logically, it didn't make sense. So he was surprised. Probably if he didn't he didn't pay for my service or didn't know about me, he probably would have allowed the mechanic to do this, and that would have been the end of the engine gradually. So it's not like I was surprised hearing that. It's just that sometimes I'll be like, I think by this day and age, people, these mechanics by now are supposed to have figured out that these engines they are doing that, how is it working out for them? How has it been working out after you remove the thermostat, only for the owner to replace the engine a year or two later, and you are still maintaining that your stupid maintenance? I won't call maintenance culture now, because it's come like a stupid belief to claim the thermostat that have been there for years and been run in other countries, and even here in Nigeria, the person have used this car for how long? With the thermostat in the system, only for you to start telling him, oh, once remove it because it won't work, he can't handle thermostat. Oh, no, coolant. And once you put coolant, it starts overheating. That's a very stupid statement to make, and a very stupid belief system. I've been killing people's cars. So I'm telling you, don't listen to any kind of mechanic, be it whatever, technician, expert, whoever he is, even if it's from a Western world, to tell you remove your engine cooling system thermostat. That's the worst thing you can do to your engine. Yes, it's not like you remove it, the engine will fail the next day. But give it time. I'm telling you, give it time. You don't need to be an expert to understand what will happen to your engine. Like I said, just give it and do the experiment, give it time, you see what's going to happen. I told a lot of people when they did theirs, it wasn't long enough, the engine packed up. So don't listen. Anybody that tells you, okay, to do this, I need to remove your thermostat, blah, 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 or making an attempt to do it, just tell the person to fuck off. Close your bonnet, take it elsewhere, and have your whatever repairs or diagnosis you need to do. I just tell people, I don't like abusing cooling system, but if you have to choose between two evils, I would rather you leave your cooling system thermostat and run your fan constantly spinning with ignition or engine running. That's a much better devil than running your car with your engine without the engine thermostat. So always keep, and even if they say, see, I've been an advocate of replace your thermostat every once in a while, maybe like 100,000 kilometers or something. You don't need to wait for it to fail. Yeah, it makes sense. However, considering that getting even quality thermostat in a country like Nigeria is becoming very challenging or difficult, so you are better off with the current one as long as it's the original one or OEM that's been in the car engine. You are better off with that car. Then you can now gradually, whenever you can, source for it, order a genuine one. If you can find any seller in Nigeria that sells OEM or genuine or quality brand, buy. Or if you can order it outside. Worst case scenario, I would even prefer to get a used one if, let's assume, the one in the car fails. All the thermostats I've changed thermostat in my car. It's not like okay, the one in my 505, I've changed it. I ordered it from USA, not even in Nigeria. I ordered it outside Nigeria. The one, see, this absence of thermostat, it's just like I was telling the other guy in that group that was saying all that crap, that this VCC engine don't need thermostat. And I made it realize, see, you probably don't even know what you're talking about. Because I'm also a user. I'm not just a user. More than one of these engines, we are even saying they don't use. The first time when I got my 406 V6, the car was delivered to me without thermostat. Even though it was a quiet Tokumbo, not Nigerian use. Because once a stupid individual that was delivering the car from Lagos to Abuja thought that thermostat is bad for the engine or might fail in the journey, so he yanked it out. Now I had to spend how much? I think it was 16,000 naira at that time to get another new thermostat, which I had to wait, because the first thing I did when I got this car was to change the timing belt, So at that time I didn't have enough funds, so I had to park the car for about 2 weeks or thereabouts, raise some more money and got the thermostat and changed. How is the engine behaving to today? It's as if exactly the way it was when it came, that's how it is to today. So don't joke with your engine cooling system thermostat. That's the worst thing you can do to that engine. And even to your wallet. If you are the type always complaining your fuel consumption is high and you remove your cooling system engine thermostat, what do you think is causing it? There could be other factors that are contributing to the high fuel consumption, but running your engine without thermostat Are you really kidding? And you are complaining of high fuel consumption? If you're, you see, I would even rather you look for a lower opening thermostat with lower opening temperature than one without thermostat at all. I mean, if you have any form of sense of form of logic in you, you should be able to look at how is your electric what's it called, electric iron in your house behave. If it does, if these irons do not have thermostat, how do you think it's going to work? If you just leave it on, you just keep hitting, going up and without even any regulation. And other form of electrical appliances that we use that work with thermostat, how do you think they operate? Then link it to your engine. As small as it is enough to kill your engine. Yeah, like I said, it may not be today, just give it time. And then you now go to buy another one. Which is like I mentioned when I was starting this video, just because you're buying another engine doesn't mean you've gotten a savior. So you are better off with the current one you have to make it last for you as much as possible. Because it's possible that the so-called Tokumbo foreign used one or any used engine you are buying may be almost about to fail. It may not show itself at that time you made, but after a while, now realize how it's fucked. You just wasted your money or just spent some money to have it serve you for a while before you start all over, to hunt for another engine. So don't kill the current engine you have thinking, that is immediately you go out, you get another one that was better than that one. It may not be as you think, because like I said, someone in my presence told me he abuses his V6 engine from the so-called West or North, where people buy cars or import cars in the name of brand new cars. You buy as jubilate as if you just got a mint, a tear rubber, not knowing that probably the one you've gotten, it has no difference between the way it was used from the way majority of Nigerians abuse their vehicles over here. So you are just taking another trouble from another person. So leave your cooling system thermostat intact. There are wearable parts. When they fail, replace them with quality ones. Even if you can't find quality one at the moment, worst case scenario, you can put one you have or you can access. Then take your time and look for a quality one that will last you. There are cases where maybe you are in a journey or something, your thermostat fails. Logic dictates remove your thermostat at that time to take you to your destination. Then you gradually look for a thermostat and put back. But to claim your thermostat in this part of the world will make your engine overheat. That's a very stupid statement and belief system, which I know a lot of people in Nigeria have. Not just the mechanic, even the vehicle users. I understand that sometimes these engines might start overheating when they have thermostat in them, or when you work on the cooling system and all of a sudden they start overheating. And then the next thing they will tell you, remove the thermostat, and when they remove the thermostat, the overheating stuff. Because that was a very stupid move by most technicians that call themselves Peugeot mechanics. Peugeot will say, build Peugeot cooling system in this way. They will say, no, that's the wrong way to build it. They'll go and build it with other brand cooling system method of building, only for the engines to start overheating. But don't say, build the coolant, thermostat housing. There is almost every one of them. At least the modern ones. The older ones, they have their cooling system bleed valve on different locations. But the modern ones, they have, even though they have other bleeding valves on other parts of the vehicle location, they always also have one on the thermostat housing. But most people would rather go and bleed the one on the other part, leave the one into thermostat housing, thinking the air trapped behind the thermostat will not have any effect on the thermostat when you start running. Some will, even when there is a cooling bleed valve on the radiator, they will not touch that place, and they expect the engine not to overheat. So these are the factors. People don't, I don't know how else to put it. I do my best doing articles, doing videos, how to do this, how to build Peugeot vehicles, how to, which one not to do, this and that. That's the best I can do as an individual who is just out here to have fun with Peugeot vehicles, enjoy them while I still breathe. The rest is for people to find this information. I can't show it to everybody, so I can't be when I see a Peugeot user, I'll start giving him all this, sitting down for hours teaching him this, or write a book and start giving that person for free. Or like, give me the money, let me write that book. My point is, I can only do my best. But people really need to wake up by this time. These cars are not 504. They're not 504. So if you want to drive a modern Peugeot car, you should be able to understand that their system has changed. The materials also have changed from the older ones. So if you handle them like the older ones, they will fuck you up. That's how bad people experience some of these things. Leave your cooling system. It's very irritating, honestly. It's very irritating because I wish people could understand the job of this small part you see on this image and how good the engine serve with this thing. I'm a living proof to these things. I mean, I don't know how else to say that, So, just guys, anybody that try to mess up your engine cooling system, tell the person to fuck off. Don't even waste time doing that. Take your car elsewhere. Or find a proper or correct knowledge on how to maintain your car and avoid all these crappy non-informed people who are online or offline looking for whose car to damage, including users, because some of these problems don't come from the technician. They also come from uninformed users informing other people what they should do. Why should you run thermostat? It's bad, blah blah blah, crappy crap. They'll tell you my car has been running for ages without thermostat. There's nothing wrong with it. It's running strong. Yeah, that's why you tell yourself until you bring it to an expert like me. Let me see how good your engine you are claiming is. Sometimes because you're not driven other clean ones or ones with sound engine, you think your own is what? Let's run a compression test on your engine. Let's see how good it is. You think your car engine is good, it doesn't consume fuel. You've not seen a person that has a cleaner one or a better sound engine that probably hadn't spent on fueling his vehicle. So whatever you think you have, abusing your car without messing it up, it has no effect on it. You are clueless. That's how I would put it.